G'day, today we're going to have a look at a demo of a game that will be coming out soon. This one is called Mini Settlers and is a pitch between, I think, Settlers and Mini Motorways. So count me in. Now, this is technically the second look I have had at this game. I played it for 10 minutes and I got so stumped that I had to email the developers to ask them a question on what I was supposed to be doing. So they reckon what I couldn't figure out was in the tutorial, and I also credit that I don't necessarily read stuff overly heavily. So I'm going to read tutorials here thoroughly to make sure that I'm uh, not getting this. I'm not missing what I was getting stuck on. Some buildings need to be constructed in unique spots. Use R to rotate if needed. And the demo they use is water and apple farm. Okay, and I've watched that in full repeat. That was the extent of that. Okay, so another one. Road. Build roads to connect building entrances. Roads must start and finish with either an empty space or a road post. Length of road should be between 4 and 7 spaces. Okay, and we've watched that in full rotation. Okay, so firstly, things that we can build. Apple farm. Let's build an apple farm there. Woodcutter. So we want him near wood, but he's not allowed to be on wood. Put him there. Sawmill. Put him next to that. Though there is a mistake. The one thing that can get you here is, like it said, the row tiles have to be at least 4 long. So can't have them too super close to each other. But the interesting thing is the way that it works is that you can see that little square thing in the middle here. And that basically drags stuff to and from one end of the road to the other. So to me, I guess the question is, why would you have a road longer than 4? Like, surely you want the shortest possible road so that these things can just move a shorter distance to drop stuff off. They've dumped all of that there, which I feel could be a problem because I need this guy built first. Let's restart because I do have concerns about that. All right, so again, some buildings need to be constructed in unique spots. Build that guy first. Okay, it's about the road tiles again. So we go court, court. Okay, so that guy's there. We'll wait for him to get built before we sort of make any other moves. Great, he's done. So then this guy's sort of adjacent to him. Let's get a stone quarry up here. Again, just sort of up as much of that as you can, and we'll also daisy chain him onto. Go straight down, good. That one. We'll just build basically everything that we can. Water. Rotate him around. Apple farm. Okay, so you can see here everything else that we can possibly build is built. And done. Okay, good. The exception of this house section here. Doesn't just mean that some of my roads end up being really weird little shapes. Okay. So, once it comes to all of that, I was trying to build a house, and this is where I got stuck last time, because I couldn't build a house anywhere whatsoever, to the point that I had to query it. So the city center, I didn't try and build because I thought it was a HQ, which I realize now it's a separate thing. And that's the answer. The houses have to be built within the view of a city center. Developers said to me that that was in a tutorial. I don't feel like I'm going crazy, that I've reached the point where I should have surely at least stumbled across a tutorial. I wonder if possibly it comes up when I place this building, or if that's the difference. So let's try placing this guy. And let's speed things up, try and get things built, because so the HQ is what, just building wood, as opposed to the woodcutter building wood too. I don't fully understand why the woodcutter's not building wood. It's definitely forest, because you can see the forest is the forester, and they all sort of green up near them. But it is strictly just the HQ building building wood at the moment. Possibly is it because I don't have any people? What are you waiting for? Stone. Now surely you should be okay to build. Oh, you need apples. Okay. You need wood. What do you need? You need apples. Okay, so we're in a circular sort of setup here that we need the apples to be built. Water to... Then we need water for the apples. And then need those apples to go to these different guys to make wood or make stone. That stone down to our city center. Okay, it's him built. You can only construct houses near city centers to begin attracting new settlers. Houses expand the range of the city center. There it is. That's the information we needed prior to building a city center. All right, now we know. Okay, so let's... what's going to be the best way to build here? Maybe let's go sideways, although they're not going to be able to connect to each other. Having... I don't know, I'm going to have to do something weird with their little driveways. So we go too close, out one and in, acceptable. And this guy goes sort of out and in. Always make sure to meet the ongoing requests of the houses to increase population. Failing to fill requests will lead to decrease in population. Okay. So let's just build like a halfway spot and I feel like apples are getting used way more than anything else, so I should possibly get a second apple farm going here. Let's just connect that straight into here. The population is steadily going up there. Oh, we can actually expand out, but I assume that it's saying that we can only have a maximum of 10 houses near this guy. So, road. I think it's going to connect. Everyone has a right angle turn on their setup. Can I cancel this guy? Polish that. We got it. Next goal, 50. Drivers wait too long. Okay, so stuff can sit. Too much stuff can sit at a join. Because that's house number 10. Okay. So I don't. I mean, it seems like a really large area that city centre's opening to not be allowed to sort of build anywhere else. But I guess it just gives us options of where we want to build our houses. All right, so let's build another city centre. One problem I probably got here is that I've really like taken control of all the roads, so there's not any like obvious ways to get roads out. So let's put this guy down here. Let's run road. I don't want to. Let's do that again, but this time we'll just make both of them slightly longer. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and straight in. And then what we'll do is we'll go house. I've got to wait for that guy to be built first. All right, what are you not getting that you want? Because I can see that you're making requests. Oh, you just want more food and water. Okay. Well, let's create a second water well, and we'll create a third water well. And let's build a road from here. It's there. And let's build there. And let's build an apple farm there too. Alright, then let's start with more houses in this section. It's tricky because you need to sort of factor in the gap of the shortest possible road you're allowed to build. Let's put him up there. That guy there, and then that one there. Like that one's just one longer than it probably needs to be. What we can also do is put a water well just here, I suppose, and same goes for this guy. We could put a well there. Yeah, I think one of the big mistakes I've made is that all of these, there's no way I can just sort of like run a road out this way from any of these. Demolish this road and then do that, and then I can get out that way. What we could do is, can I put water wells in the ocean? No. Put an apple farm, say here. Go back to this area. No, I don't want that one there. I want him there. So then what I can do is we can sort of have a road sort of go all the way around this base. Still got houses on the left failing at their sort of like requirements. I mean, water seems good. Like, we've got tons of water everywhere. Right, has this made it good? This area is significantly bigger. Am I allowed to do that and just sort of like plant one on the road? Let's find out. What happens if I just put it on the road? It looks like it's going to go through it. I'm going to have to demolish that house. Because I need that point to get these other roads out. I say turn this guy around like that. And then this guy here. And one there. Go. I mean, it's nice that I only need the one sort of set of stone wood trees, although that tree cutter at the top looks like he's almost out of connected trees there. Done. Well, I mean, the next map is just, I think, the same thing, but then just with 250. You can still, just out of curiosity, if we don't, do we get any other buildings, or it's all the same ones? Looks like it's all the same ones, so I'd say we've got a sense of what that's going to be like. There we go. Feels like it's missing something. It sort of started to have that flow of mini motorways, but not in a way that you could really got a sense you could overview or see what you were doing wrong, or had an overly important need to adjust the efficiency. That sort of seemed like where the game could really be. That you, there is way bigger consequence to not having it flowing correctly, but why does it need to flow correctly would sort of be, I guess, somewhere in there. Yeah, but I mean, obviously it's early stages with it, so we can always see how that one grows. Any questions or comments, feel free to check them below. And until next time, catch you later.